civilized tribes. But they also had treaties with these various bands of Utes and Paiutes and all of these tribes that don't exist because they banished them to these various reservations, man, where their name died and them people died because they starved them out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I want to see them treaties. We can find our names, our original names, on those treaties if we could trace it back, man, and then we could probably hold them people accountable in the world court or probably in a traditional American court. If you could prove that, hey, man, there was a treaty that said this, and there would have been no court ruling or no law that we know of that would absolve them of the responsibility to carry out and honor that treaty.
I mean, yeah, most definitely. Absolutely. I feel like we can make a move, man, if we can get, man, 30 million people, man, if we can get 3 million people out, if we can get 3 million people agreeing that they under the same, that they gonna move out under the same idea. And that idea got a figurehead, like there's somebody that's officially speaking for us, about our agenda, about our common agenda, like our reparations for the fact of like I said, us doing the research for this being our land officially, originally, for the fact that whatever descendants came over for other diaspora or originally here that did work and are of slave or whatever, like, or the fact that this our land, like us having some reparations from the government for everything that they have implemented on our people as a whole, you know what I'm saying, and for what we know as a distinct phenotype and blood species, like over here, like them, like us banding together and having at least a certain percentage of us saying, yeah, we gonna act on if they say, yeah, like, yeah, we not spending, we spending our money this way, like, and we moving this way, and we are committed to our dollar and everything in this direction. I think that right there, like under an organized form, that's what I'm saying, some type of corporate national perspective. Like if we go at them like that, we haven't been there. And when we have the time that the brothers was trying to do that, they squashed out all type of anything that would lead to leadership, like organized leadership with us as a people. And I feel like if we can do that, if we can organize under some one agenda banner of being black in America and our story, as vast as it is, like, and have a collective of it, you know what I'm saying, to just say that, yeah, all this, no matter what, all this is us, and we gonna react on our leadership. We gonna fall behind our leadership, and that's how we gonna react. Like we can get what we want. We can get what we want, because all war is not physical. All war isn't physical. Like we can flex our might, man. We can flex our might, and at the same time, if we band together and take back everything, like, that's what I'm saying, like, be distinctive about something. We need an organized group so we can even formulate what black culture is, like all these ideas, or what it even means to be black and the black ideas, so people can't steal it. You know what I'm saying? And even if they do, so that, man, y'all got to cash out on it, man. Or just how the Jewish community is. Even though you could say, like, you know,
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
but just even how the Jewish community is, and I think it can be done, man. Because we got influential people. We just need influential people, and we need our great minds to just come together for one, like even be in the same place at the same time in space.
And I think, man, I know that we can, right? And my concern, though, is that down materialism. You know what I'm saying? Like the Amish people, man, you know, they don't even really use technology for real. You know, and as a result, they govern themselves. Like, don't nobody go down there messing with them people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and they in every state for real. They got their own land, their own commune, their own structure, and don't nobody really fuck with them.
I think we most definitely, bro. We got a lot of individual ideas and people doing individual things out here. That's great, and it is exactly what needs to be done. It just needs to be done as a collective, as a unit.
How do we do that, right? When we so materialistic, bro? Like, how many people, man, is willing to lay down, you know,
just how we do it, just how it's done, just how it's done every day now. Like people give, how much money we give to the church? Like in the reality, like how much of our, and we still got our Benzes or even if the people like on the lower end, how much we.
We don't give up our AC.
No, but what I'm saying is we got a multi-trillion-dollar dollar like power structure, like from the poor all the way up, that we already provide to in a tax structure. We provide it to in the tax structure regardless. People pay taxes, and I'm saying we just gotta have a structure, man, and we need our influential people, our great minds to come together and say this is what it is. Everybody not gonna get with it, but you can have the influential get with it in the beginning, and it's gonna trickle out from. That's what I say, out to 30 million. If we can get 3 million of the middle class in the workers, say like, all right, we're gonna carry the load, just like in any government. We're gonna carry the load even for the ones that have nots and the ones that haven't even got it yet. And I'm saying contribute a tax amount, or if it's in a corporate sense, then we talking about a share amount. Like how much we gonna buy in shares of the corporation, and the corporation is going to honor your share. Your share will have value as a person, and it's a private company. So we only selling shares to people of a certain ethnic descent, of a certain descent. This is for our people, and that's what I'm saying. Like the corporation has to have a agenda, an agenda to take back what is ours, to establish and to take care of our people, educate our people in a certain way. Like that's what I say, like own our culture of who we are as a nation of people. Everything that it takes to build a nation, it needs to be formalized in the corporation's agenda to achieve. And then from there, like I say, that corporation can be funded initially just by like who it is. You got your stars, your athletes, and we incorporate all of our great minds in all these black colleges and things like that, HBCUs, man. That's sharp, man. And you got your brothers like Ben X that's saying, damn, man, let's get this land and farm. Like we can start off with these ideas and say, man, look, man, we selling shares to support our people, our corporation, an agenda for the future of who we are as a people in this country. Like this is what this corporation is for, to classify who we are. We ain't even gotta go straight at them peoples, you know what I'm saying, about nothing. But if we do this, we even gonna be able to look. This is what we doing. This is how we moving. Like we need ours. Y'all owe us for this, that, third, and the fourth reason. And if you don't give it to us, yeah, just like a nation brother say, snap, and everybody turn left. Yeah, like this. That's how we move. That's how we move. Like yeah, like our dollar is this how it is. This how it is, and that's what I'm saying. Down the line to the have-nots, to the knuckleheads, to the materialists. Everybody going you're gonna have your opposing factors just like in any government, but it's gonna be the majority. It's gonna be the power structure that we gonna be able to say, yeah, like we call the shots for this. Cause that's how a nation of people live.
We ain't going to work today.
Yeah. Yes, that's how our nation is. That's how our nation is. It ain't gotta be every last person that's of color. It ain't gotta be. It just gotta be the stronger amount of that. That's just what it is. That's and we can move out, Slim. We can move. We just gotta have it gotta be under one agenda, and we gotta have leadership. But that's what I'm saying. Like we need to be able to get in the room the right people. We need to get all the right people in the right room at the right time in the right space, so we can share this agenda, this idea that man.
Crazy thing is, bro, that's like, that's disheartening, man, is that, it's been tried a lot. And we can look at, and say, okay, well, them brothers failed because of this, you know what I'm saying? But no, Drew Ali, that was essentially his idea. Elijah Muhammad, the nation of Islam, it wasn't called the Church of Islam, it wasn't called the Mosque of Islam, it's called the nation of Islam.
Yeah. All that needs to be incorporated now. It's just now is the time. It's not like all that. You're right. It's just now is the time. Like we got the money, we got the power structure for the world. Like we are so influential. Like people listen to their government and everything but people love us. People love our figures. People are soulfully connected to our artists. In the world, like they have a soulful connection to millions of people. Like it's different than a governmental control over mass amounts of people. Like you ain't nobody too much listening to a politician when he stand out there and speak. You know what I'm saying? But let LeBron James say something, man. He got some impact, and that's what I'm saying. Like we just need the right people to come together and say, yeah, man, fuck that, man. Yeah, we're gonna start a corporation, and we're in this corporation about this agenda right here in this day and time.
Nope. Hold on 1 second, bro. No.
All right. Do a quick lights test, if that's okay.
All right.
Make sure your lights are on all the way.
All right.
It's not here.
Yes,
all
sir.
the way down. All the way down.
I'm just at this oil change place, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got LeBron James and 21 Savage and they say, damn, like, yeah, man, and Rick Ross, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple $100,000 into this corporation, man. We gonna start this corporation, man, and where the agenda is a black organized nation. You know what I'm saying? They say, damn, we gonna find a black cultural curriculum, a manhood curriculum, a woman curriculum, a technical things like let me say a curriculum for how to think, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like and structure these things for our people and put their money behind it and say that we're gonna sell shares to the people, get the right black people in order, in position, and like, man, people will get behind that. People to get behind it. Like, now is the time to get with the right people, for the right people to get together and to be black. Now is the time to be proud to be black. Like, and to be proud to be black and have the financial backing in order to sustain that. We ain't never had that in the history of this nation like we do now.
Here's one thing, man. Here's one thing that even the Drew said, man, was that, we not black, Negro, and color people. Do you think if we utilize that title of black man, I think a lot of our more intellectual, man, brothers and sisters, man, that have really done their research, man, and really dug deep, they don't want to latch on to nothing that carry those
I think what we need is a multi-layered. We need a national approach, and when I say that, when you talk about nationalism, they think about, you got to look at it in the aspect of because we 30 million people, we not all the same. Just because you got Africa as a continent, Africa is 54 countries. You know what I'm saying? And that's just broken up because of colonialism. But in order for Africa to come up, what they have to do is the same thing that Europe had to do in order to sustain itself, and that is create the EU. And what United States did in order to be as prosperous as it is, versus if it was just 50 separate nations, and it being a unified country, and the EU being unified in order to, and the African and you know what I'm saying, Gaddafi, being the main supporter of the AU and getting it off, and them doing it now and starting to grow now in that direction. Just something that we got to do here now in this country. Yeah, we not one people, but we got to understand that, okay, we're going to come together under some type of unified banner, even though it encompasses Muslims, native people, Israelites, all these different religious aspects as well. But we gotta, that's why I say a corporate aspect, to say, okay, even for the people, this is a financial thing for you. It's a financial incentive. It's a national incentive. It's a educational incentive for prosperity of just your people in itself, because we see how unsteady the government is in taking care of ourselves and our issues. That's why I say, damn, it got to be multi-layered and to cover everything, even the protection of us. You know what I'm saying? Understanding okay, we're going to have a separate security service and things like that. Just like I say, just a whole charter, a whole understanding, the national anthem that at first and foremost, the elite, just like in any nation, the elite have to come together for the direction of the group. And just like a corporation, in order for a corporation, the main body got to come together and make those decisions, and that's the elite. That's what we need. We need a corporate body. We need a structure. We need a government within a government in that idea. And we got the elite.
And I guess we definitely would need those people have to be elite, from every aspect, including financial. Because I think one of the reasons that those movements that we mentioned earlier, man, one of the reasons that they never reached that level, even though they wanted to, was because they was broke, and because they chose the upliftment of our people as their professional career. Most of them died broke. Most of them died broke, man, in financial ruin. That definitely was the case with Marcus Garvey. Most definitely the case with Noble Drew Ali. Elijah Muhammad had $2-3.
Yeah.
He was a shell of a man than what he was at the height of the Nation of Islam. So it's like, brothers and sisters that take on that role or that burden, them gotta be dudes that's already 10, 20 M's up.
Yeah, most definitely. We got brothers that's ready to come together and put a conglomerate together to buy sports teams and stuff like that, which is cool down the line. But then we gotta be thinking a little bit further, right now, to say, damn, so we're gonna come together with that same dollar, that same amount, to say that we're gonna start just a corporation that's going to, we could say, initially back Yeezy. like something that's going like that, or the music, like or something like something that we already do that we sell to the world. That's why I say like we have so much influence. Government has a certain type of influence, and politicians, Trump can get up and say and inspire people, and people listen and all that stuff. But like that's to say LeBron James, Beyonce, like they got a different type of soulful, the same connection with millions of people that's even more deep.
And I guess, man, my other trepidation or concern is that, because those people have already secured a very comfortable spot for themselves and their generations. Like, they got generational wealth. Like, they don't really have no dog in that fight, bro.
Yeah, but they got to see, my thing is they got to see where this country in itself is that's why I say now is the time, because just in the turmoil in Western culture and Western society right now, and say damn, like okay, say 30 years from now in Western culture with wars in Russia and Europe and NATO and the United States, and the dollar, like where we really gonna be at as a people, like in this situation that we just sitting there trying to depend on them and things. Like we gotta have these real conversations, bro. Like even if your people, because just your family not gonna be secure in that situation. You could be right back in slavery. Like we got to know that we got a whole, if not landmass somewhere else, if we can't, let alone that we can secure in the long run land here and run shit our own nation here and already have trade and things with the rest of the world. With the rest of the world. And be able to stand under, if it wasn't nothing but statehood, we could take a whole fucking state, bro. We could take a whole state and descend from the United States of America.
Especially, man, especially if you could prove that there was a treaty that was supposed to be honored that gave you that territory to begin with.
Man, we could take it in votes. Fuck that shit. We could take it in votes. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we get real, like, shit, we gonna win, man. People, look, this is where we moving into and everything. We moving in right here, and we get in the political structure and get enough of. That's why that's another reason they don't want to make DC a goddamn a state. Shit, motherfucker, be able to descend out this motherfucker. What the fuck you gonna do? Yeah, we because they know in the treaty in the Constitution, that's what that is. Like, yeah, a state can back out politically. Like, if that's what the majority of the body of that state say, this is what we gonna do, and we don't even want to be a part of the union no more. All we had to do is take over the political structure of the government and get the majority voting in that bitch on both sides.
Literally, for every state, bro, that literally takes about 10 million people. For every state, bro, with the exception of those that have very small populations, the Dakotas, and some of those places.
Yeah.
But every state on the eastern seaboard, every state down south, the West Coast, California, bro, you need.
I mean, yeah. You talking about those bigger states? We had to move into one of those more rural states and just and populate our people there and stuff like. It had to be an overall agenda, like whatever that is.
It needs to be a state where we already got large numbers.
Large numbers, absolutely.
Bro, if you look at Alabama, bro, I feel like Alabama and Mississippi, bro,
might probably be a good spot. Yeah.
Yeah, especially Alabama, because I think, we already got like a 20-30% of the population in that bitch.
Yeah. Yes, man. We got to think forward, man, and we got to think as a group. Cause I mean the decline of a nation is real. Like that ain't in history terms. That like just that in itself, like a decline of a nation and people like everybody else got somewhere else to travel back to.
I'm hugely our conversation, right? And I'm enthused, but I done felt this feeling before, you know, because I have been around groups and different organizations, man. Been through some chambers, man, and you know, I'm disheartened by the sheer number of strong, courageous brothers, man, that have tried and failed.
Hey,
and
bro.
many of them lost their life in the attempt.
I feel you, bro, and that's why I feel like it need to be fought and need to be said. That's why I'm recording this shit now, bro, just so we can talk about this right here in perspective. I want to go off into a lot of other areas, but I always want to come back on this platform right here because I'm hoping, man, by all the, you know, the highest powers that this get heard by the right people, man. To the point, like I say, like we can really just try to get the right people in the right room at the right time, man, in the right space at the right time, so we can start to have the type of conversations that we need to have. We need to have some that our ancestors on this soil wanted us to have. Like what they died for, what you just said, like they just in the right way of thinking, man, what we have to do. What like we had tribes, we had nations, we had it already. Like we gotta get back there. Like even in the respect of having being anything or really having anything of respect in this country, like we have to take and own who we are. And if we can't figure out exactly who we were, then we got to own who we are right now and move forward for the future. You know? And that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm recording it on some real shit, bro. Just for that, man, and hoping that idea can get out there, man, to everybody and to the right people, man. The LeBron James is out this motherfucker, and everybody else that got money. That's somebody, man, that people listen to, man. Just to get that idea, man. The nationhood of a corporation, man, for us as a people, a private corporation that's gonna support our agenda. What's right for us, just like if we was Jews, man. Jews got all type of national councils, like they got corporate bodies that speak out, what they call it, the ACLU or whatever. Soon as something go down about, you say anything about a Jew on a comic stage or whatever, they attacking your ass. I don't know who it is.
The Jewish Defense League.
Yeah, them motherfuckers go at you, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like we need that power structures now. We gotta have that, and at the same time, like it can be a body that's financially motivated. It can be all that, cause we know how to make money.
9, 7, 5, 6.
We know how to make that bread.
Hold on, bro. 1 second.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
9,756 miles. Yeah.
33 on tires, okay?
Yep.
Do you need help reset the maintenance light or you good?
Yeah,
Oh,
when
what
it's time, yeah, when y'all get done. Okay, go ahead.
Push the okay button.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
Scroll down